biggest reason I got you on is to talk a little bit about Illinois, because I am thoroughly fascinated by the Euro invasion that we are seeing in the great city of Champaign, Illinois right now. And
great city.
The great city of Champaign, Illinois. I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out, where you have Brad Underwood, Tata Brad. He's not Daddy Brad anymore. He's Tata Brad, out here trying to rebuild a EuroLeague team in real time. And I'm fascinated by what this experiment is going to look like. I don't know how you can put Tommy Ivisic and Big Z on the same roster and expect to have any kind of like impact on the defensive end of the floor. But it seems like Brad Underwood's doing it, man. If I would have told you, like in his Stephen F. Austin days, right? Like in the days where this is the dude that's getting out and pressuring you and trying to force 100 turnovers a game, playing the kind of swing offense that he used to play. And now it's booty ball and it's pace and space and it's, set ball screens and try to get up 87,000 threes a game. This is not the Brad Underwood that my brain is accustomed to thinking about.
Well, I think if there's one thing Brad Underwood can do, and he's proven over the years, it's adapt. And yes. How many coaches, how many programs have we seen kind of left in the dust for their inability to do that? And so,
wow.
there's just been different iterations of this Illinois team. And he's needed to, because there has been some roster overhaul from year to year. Last year in particular, I think they brought the only guy that had returning minutes was Dre Gibbs-Allhorn, because Ty Rodgers was redshirting. So you had to kind of mold the system over again. And 2 years ago when Marcus Damas came in, it was, hey, let's shift our offense to go into backdowns and play out of it and just play in transition. Hey, we got Kofi Coburn, we're gonna go 4 out 1 in. Hey, like he's been able to change and mold their scheme and everything around the personnel, as opposed to like, here is what I want to do, go find the players who do it. It's, he obviously has a plan. And I think this year in particular, I think there's a big difference in the structure and philosophy from a roster standpoint for Illinois. Last year, again, total overhaul. This year, and last year was being reliant on freshmen, but this year, I think you look at the retention. And if you include Ty Rodgers in that retention, the minutes he played on that Elite Eight team 2 years ago, they returned 60% plus of their minutes. Mm-hmm. And they returned 2 double-digit scores from that team last year. Tomislav Ivisic and Kylan Boswell were their 2 most consistent players by the end of that season. And you returned both of them as really kind of pillars and foundations. You got a point of attack defender, and you got, a guy who I think is going to shoot it better from 3 this year. He proved that at Arizona, had to kind of find his way. And then Tomislav, I think, was just kind of completely overlooked with his production last year. He's 14-8, 50-35, almost 80, a positive assist to turnover ratio as a 7'1" center. I mean, he was outstanding. And you get that guy back. And with that rotation with his brother, I think people are looking at that as a tandem Twin Towers thing. And I think it's going to be more of a rotation at the 5 thing because they did get other pieces that minute
kind of a thing.
Right. Which I think makes more sense. I think we can all agree on that, because it's just, you would really have to finagle things to make that work defensively. Although it's a lot of length, as much. And Z was great as a rim protector last year, not so much in space and off the ball, but I like the way that they brought.
You're being very kind when you say not so much in space or off the ball. Like let's just erase all of the stuff that we watched on Synergy, RIP, of Big Z trying to guard ball screens and trying to play drop coverage. I don't ever want to think about it ever again.
It wasn't great. But look at the team. I mean, you get back again 60% plus your minutes. And then I like that this isn't an overhaul. I like that it's not being reliant on freshmen anymore, because think about the way that they filled the gaps, right? Okay, what are the questions at point guard? You go out and you get Petrovic, who I think the conversations got a little crazy for him. I mean, when he committed, people were like, move over, Braden Smith. I don't think that's what it's going to be with Petrovic, but what he is a really, really good ball screen point guard, table setter, which is really what they need. He's a high assist, low turnover guy. And then you look at Stojakovic, who, again, big investment in him, obviously, but what he did at Cal, 18 a game, efficiency wasn't really there, but this is why I love this commitment and I love the fit, is because it's a really damn good system fit for Andres. Just like your guy, Silas Demery. It's the same thing. I mean, like that is a really good fit for him, because when both of those guys, and you look at efficiency, the system is going to aid that. The system and the guys around Andres is going to allow him to be more efficient, whether it's from beyond the arc. But I think about the 5 out that they played in that Will Riley spot where the ball, Ivisic gets the ball up top, the wingman cuts through. You make that Stojakovic, he's getting 4 to 6 points a game off of that. Now he can play faster. He's not next to 2 non-shooting 5 men like Matty Sissoko and Lee Dort. Like this is, again, it's not just about going out and getting talent. I think they really filled in these different holes, and then everybody wants to go 2 bigs nowadays. You get Mirkovic from Montenegro, the same team that the Ivisic were on, and then you sprinkle Z in as a guy off the bench, however you want to play it. I think they nailed this offseason.